is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. It's your boy Burrow77 coming to you live to talk about Girona versus Barcelona. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm definitely a little bit hungover. I definitely stay up way later than usual watching the fight. Retegui just scored with a Lookman assist in the Atalanta-Fiorentina match, making it 1-1. We got the North London Derby going on. I have action on Torino moneyline. I have action on Atalanta moneyline. So it is a very, very jam-packed morning for me. We're going to quickly go over this Girona versus Barcelona game. And you can still find Barcelona out there at -120, -125, -130. Look, take Barcelona. I don't know what else to tell you. Girona doubled Barcelona last year. Barcelona's pissed about that. Like, I guarantee it. That is something that's been haunting them. It's something that as a Madrid fan, I bring up all the fucking time. Look, this Girona side isn't the same as last year. They do still have some decent players, and there's still going to be some value here, but I'm taking Barcelona. Barcelona's hot right now. They look good. They just scored 7 on Valladolid. They're top of the table. We know how much they love saying they're top of the table. And Barcelona is like, they're a solid squad. I like Hansi Flick. I don't want to make this a me talk nice on Barcelona thing, because obviously I'm wearing my Benz shirt. I got the Madrid flag, and you guys all know I'm a massive Madrid fan. So, look, Lewandowski's red hot right now. I don't know how you stop taking his goal. He's in the lead for Golden Boot right now. Sorry, I know the way I have my other monitor right now, I look away from the screen a lot, but plus 100 on Louis anytime goal over on DraftKings, plus 132 on BetRivers if you can still get it there at that price. I think that's a no-brainer. I can see a Lewandowski win cast too. -120 is a little low for me on FanDuel. -110. If you can't get plus 100 on DraftKings, I guess I'm fine with -110, but that's kind of the bottom of my price range on goal scorers. Yamal assist, like, you can definitely talk me into Yamal assist or Yamal to score assist. I'm not the biggest Rafinha guy. I do like what Olmo does. I could see him to score assist as well. I like him for shots. I like him for shots on target. Pedri is another guy. I'm going to like him for a shot on target. I know his number is going to be plus. Let me just pull up the shots on target, Matt. And we'll go from there. Louis obviously unplayable. Rafinha, Ferran Torres. Yamal's shot on target is a little bit long. Olmo at -140, I think, is a really good price. Even if you don't want to play it as a standalone, it makes a nice little parlay piece. Tazgankov, who's starting on the right wing here for Girona. His shot on target at plus 105, -115. It's definitely not a bad price. I like Brian Gill personally. I think he's been playing really well for Girona. He's had 2 or more shots in 3 of 4. I don't remember. I can pull it up, but I like Gill for a shot on target for sure. Plus 120, plus 115, plus 130. I don't know. No Porto in the lineup's a little interesting. Danjuma being in there. I don't hate Blind on Girona as a guy who will take a shot from the back line. Much like I don't hate probably Balde. Yeah, Balde is probably the left back that I like for Barcelona to shoot. Blend, yeah. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with the shot on target market. Pedri at plus 150 is okay. 240 is more where I wanted it over on Bet Rivers. I just don't know if I'm going to get that number. So shop around. I would say, like, if you could get Pedri at plus 190 or better, that's definitely something I would look at. Let's see who the ref is, I guess. I don't super want to get into cards in this one. No, I'm not going to get into cards in this one. You know what? We're going to talk about some first half shots. And then if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, throw them in chat. Look, I get it's early. I get it's an NFL Sunday. I get North London derbies on. I get that there's a lot of other action going on over in Italy that I'm trying to watch myself. So I'm happy to do this live stream. But if I don't see you guys jumping in with any sort of questions, comments, or concerns, I'm just going to finish running through what I got to run through. And then I'm going to take off. I don't feel the need to stretch this out just to make extra content if you guys don't have any questions. That being said, please like and subscribe right here on YouTube. It costs you absolutely nothing. It helps me out tremendously. Barca should get it done today. Yeah, look, as a Madrid fan, I would love to shit all over Barcelona and tell you why they're not going to get it done. But they have to have... No problem on just joining BPAR. None at all. I do think Barca gets it done today. I would love to tell you not to, but the number is just too good. I moved on this on Wednesday at minus 120. I think that you can play Barca on the money line up to minus 130. Minus 135 is getting a little bit low for me. And you might have to pivot to like a team total. Actually, let me see what a team total is here. It's probably going to be low. They do like Girona. So the sports books like both teams to score in over 2.5 here, which I can definitely see my way to. Girona doesn't lack that much firepower, but and the Barca backline isn't the greatest. Like it is a little bit Swiss cheese. So I can see both teams to score over 2.5 myself, but Barca's going to win this game. Like, yeah, good. Glad to hear you got a good number on that BPAR. Black Thor, Louis shot on target in the first half. Let me check that price for you real quick. But yeah, look, Girona doubled Barcelona last year. You know Barcelona's got a chip on their shoulder. You know they're pissed about that. I don't think this is a place where either team's going to get caught looking ahead to UCL. Girona's never played UCL before, so they don't really know what they're in store for. Barcelona has played UCL before. I know they want to win UCL. They say, oh, we can win any competition. No, the fuck you can't. Like, you can't win in UCL. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. You're not deep enough. You don't have enough money. You need to continue to focus on the league. And the fact that you're top of the table and Madrid won all 3 points away today or yesterday means you need 3 fucking points here, Barcelona, and you need to get revenge on a club that fucking flat out embarrassed you last year. Girona ran your fucking pockets and scored 4 goals on you in your building. So yeah, they're motivated today. Barcelona money line is the play. I put a unit on it back on Wednesday at minus 120 Black Thor. I am perfectly okay playing this to minus 130. Once it gets a little longer than minus 130, I would maybe look to do Barcelona Barcelona money line and over 1.5 in the game, because I do think Barcelona is scoring 2 today. But yeah, Barcelona money line I put a full unit on back on Wednesday at -120. It was one of my favorite plays on the board when I started doing my weekly show. So that's really one of my favorite plays there. Team total over 1.5, -180. Yeah. Oh, sorry. B-Par threw it in. So yeah. Now, let me pull up FanDuel here so I can take a look at that Louis first half shot on target for you. Black Thor. Shots on target in the first half. Louis at -115. I like it. I think 115 is a perfectly fine number for that. I like Olmo a lot at 210. Like plus 210 just feels kind of long for me. I also like Brian Gill at plus 320. I think that's a really good look for Girona. So Girona is going to find a way to shoot. Like this back line for Barcelona isn't the best. And Girona can push forward and they can do it quickly. Brian Gill has had some really good shot numbers. He's had 3 or more shots in 3 out of 4 games and 2 or more shots in every single game. He's had 2 or more shots in the first half in 3 out of 4 Girona games as well. So if you like the trend and you like it to continue, plus 500 for 2 or more shots in the first half is an absolutely ridiculous price. Gill just to have a single shot in the first half at -110 feels really, really good. Other numbers I'm liking there. Pedri at plus 100. That feels decent. Danny Blind to take one at plus 340 isn't terrible either. It definitely is a stretch, but I don't hate it. 2 or more shots in the first half is kind of Yamal's bread and butter. Plus 210 feels like a really good number for that. Ruiz plus 320 isn't bad, but Ruiz, I would much rather take Gill. I would just much rather take Gill at plus 500. Gill's shown that he fits well and meshes with this Girona team. He gets the ball a good amount, and he's not afraid to shoot, especially coming over from the EPL. He is a higher volume shooter than maybe all of these Spanish La Liga guys are super used to. So, look, I'm going to personally put some money on Brian Gill to have 1 and 2 shots in the first half here. I think that's my favorite way to go with player props, not being from Barcelona. That said, Dan Juma, you can look at him to score assist. Taz Gankov has been here for a couple of years. He just hasn't really found his form yet in this new look Girona squad. And with all the moving pieces, like it is just hard to consistently find your place in a lineup with so many moving pieces. And you have to go with what's been working for you if you're Girona, and that's been getting the ball to Brian Gill and letting him work. So I'm just going to stick with Gill there. On the Barcelona side, I like Lewandowski for a goal. I like Yamal for an assist. I like Olmo to score an assist. I'm not personally a huge Rafinha guy. If anybody in here has a better feel for Rafinha and wants to try and sell me on him, feel free. Pedri, I like him for a shot on target. I like it at a long number, though. Like, I need plus 180 or longer on that, and I'm just not getting it on FanDuel. It was on BetRivers, so shop around. Just if you can find like an ESPN bet. Caesars is starting to offer player props now, and Fanatics comes and goes in waves. I don't know. They're kind of mad pussy. But that's a story for a different time. But this Barcelona team can be gotten to. If you want to play both teams to score an over 2.5, let me see what that is. Both teams to score and over 2.5. Oh, minus 170. That's super long. So they definitely really like goals in this game. What's the over-under for the first half? So, because I can see 2 goals here. I can see both teams to score in the first half too. Like low-key. Both teams to score in the first half at plus 220. I don't know. Might be worth a cup of coffee. Game starts at 10:15. All right, doing math. Black Thor. Yeah, that's also what I was looking at. So I'm pulling that market up right now. Black Thor. That's a good question, and that is maybe that's some. If that's a plus number, I can probably get to that. No, it minus 140. It's just not worth it for me, Black Thor. Like, I'm just not gonna. Oh, plus 112. Okay, never mind. Sorry, that was for the under price. At plus 110, plus 112, I can get behind that. Over 1.5 in the first half. I definitely don't hate that look. Because I see Girona kind of trying to make a point in the first 15 minutes of this is our house. We doubled you last year. We're going to have the ball and threaten. And even if they have the ball and threaten, I don't think Barcelona is going to get put on their heels. They just have too much firepower up top. I think this is going to be a very back and forth game, very open game of moving the ball quickly, getting up and down the pitch. And I think we see a lot of shots. And that could lead to a lot of goals. I do think Ter Stegen is decent in net and probably the more solid keeper. So I can definitely get involved in over 1.5 in the first half here if you guys like that. So my heaviest action of the day though is Barcelona money line. I am going to get involved in Brian Gill first to have a shot in the first half at minus 110. I'm going to do a mini ladder. I'm going to take his 2 at plus 500 for a sprinkle. You can go Lewandowski goal. I'm fine with that. Yamal to score assist. Danny Olmo to score assist. Olmo's price. They know from Euros on 2 or more shots in the first half at plus 165 isn't my favorite. I could see if we're talking like a parlay, I would go with if you want to get off Gill as a solo, I could go Ruiz shot in the first half paired with anybody from Barcelona, and I could go Tezgankov shot in the first half paired with anybody from Barcelona. I could probably go Dan Ruma too. So there's pieces here. There's ways to make it work. I guess thank you guys for tuning in, by the way. I was getting ready to kind of wrap this up early. It didn't seem like too many people were here. So I'm very glad that B-Par, Black Thor, and Darnie now is joining us. Darnie, you're on Gill full game shot on target, not offering full game shots. FanDuel's not offering full game shots, unfortunately. You're correct. DraftKings will, ESPN will for Gill, and so will Caesars. If you have access to ESPN or Caesars, they sometimes have some skewed markets as well. We're 0-0 at halftime in the Arsenal-Tottenham game, and it's cards galore. Who would have fucking guessed? I tried to tell you guys. I hope you guys all caught the NLD preview with my guy NYC Gunna that I did back on Thursday and was promoting everywhere. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in the first half. Over 5.5 was minus 120, guys. I'm telling you, we were just straight up printing money. We also talked about the under, and we also talked about Tottenham on the double chance. Looking really good. I need to figure out whether or not Saka got a shot on target and took 2 shots. But anyway, I'm not going to sit here and hammer on that fact. Atalanta's up 3-2. This Italian game is absolutely fucking nuts. I really appreciate it. I'll leave this open for like 5 more minutes while I do some plugs here. If you have any more questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to throw them in chat. My biggest play of the day on this game is Barcelona on the money line at minus 120. I'm good with that until minus 130-ish, and then look to play Barca in over 1.5. I am going to take Brian Gill, shot in the first half at minus 110, 2 shots at plus 500 for a sprinkle. That's probably going to be the extent of my action because I'm very extended on this Italian game. That's a fucking banger that I'm missing right now. We got Ruigi, who scored first for Atalanta, assisted by Lookman. CDK finally broke the ice and was assisted by Ederson. And then Lookman scored and was assisted by CDK. This is just an absolutely epic match out here in Italy. Like and subscribe here on YouTube. I do these breakdowns all the time. I may or may not have one this afternoon. It's always going to be tough to do Sundays after 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going up against the NFL. I love soccer enough to watch it. I don't know if other people... I've never gone head-to-head against the NFL for streams like this before, and I have a feeling that I'm going to get absolutely fucking cooked. Fernando, good to see you, my man. Olmo, anytime goal. Went from 210 to 195. I still don't hate it. I like Olmo. It's because all of Barca's been catching some steam. Barca money line and over 2.5. I can get behind that. I think 1.5 probably gets you an okay number too. I'm not sure. With offshores, I grabbed Barca money line at minus 120 on Wednesday. It's still available at like minus 130 on a couple onshore shops. So make sure you shop around. That could have been collecting steam the entire time we've been live for the last 25 minutes, but not sure. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Please make sure to like and subscribe right here on YouTube. It costs you nothing. It helps me out a ton. Check out the links in the description for the Discords where I have all of my first half shots and shots on target data, all of that stuff. Look, as far as I know, I'm one of the only guys manually tracking that data and sharing it with my Discord. It's a project that me and my buddy Bird talked about all summer, and I dedicate the time to get into it. I update them Monday afternoons because there's typically Monday games, but unless you're tracking it manually, I can't find it anywhere else on the internet. Listed out is shots and shots on target separated out by time. They're, through FB reference and other places like that. I don't see time delineations on those sorts of things. So because the first half shot market is so lucrative for us, it's something that I'm now tracking the data for manually. So if you want that data and you want that info and you want to check out the spreadsheets, be sure to hit the link down below to join the Discord. It's only $15 a month. It helps me out a ton. I also have a dub club with Flash where we do a weekly live show, kind of similar to this, like we were doing with BetUS, that we do together through Dub Club. If you want to check that out as well, get yourself some merch, tftdrip.com. Got Burrows hats, got Burrows shirts. I'm actually wearing this Benzema Deuces tape with the Madrid crown. That's a 2-foot talk shirt. We got sweatpants, shorts, all that jazz for the winter. So thank you guys so much. Always appreciate you tuning in. I will be doing more free content like this all week. We have UCL returning, so we will be back for sure with at least 2 shows on Tuesday and Wednesday to cover, I want to say both time slots, but I haven't looked at the new format yet to figure out if there's morning and afternoon time slots with UCL. Anyway, I'm going to run that outro. I'm going to get my bets in. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm BetUS, and I'm out. Doses. We outside.